How do you sum up 75 years of saving animals? Is it the nearly $150 million funding 3,000 impactful studies? Maybe the 20,000 species those studies helped? Or is it the countless animals that now live longer, healthier lives? Morris Animal Foundation made all this possible through the vision of our founder, Dr. Mark L. Morris, Sr. It started when the young veterinarian opened the Raritan Hospital for Animals in New Jersey and realized that a low-quality diet was causing kidney disease in many of his canine patients. So, in the late 1930s, he created his own dog food mix to treat them.
With a small tub in our hospital kitchen, we prepared a mixture of dry basal ingredients. This mixture was hand-packed in 5-pound packages and labeled Raritan Ration B.
The diet cured most of the dogs in his care. Dr. Morris and his wife Louise started canning the formula diet and eventually partnered with the Hill Packing Company of Topeka, Kansas, to mass produce and sell the food. Through royalties of every can sold, with Louise by his side, he started what would become known as Morris Animal Foundation in 1948, an organization dedicated to science and research to advance animal health. 2 years later, we funded our very first cat and dog studies focused on nutrition. More and more proposals flowed in from eager investigators, and in 1958, with Dr. Mark L. Morris Jr. joining the foundation, we soon established our first scientific advisory boards. These panels of trustworthy, unbiased scientific experts carefully examine grant proposals to determine the best projects worthy of funding with donor dollars. We began funding horse studies in 1959 and expanded to support wildlife in 1967. Through the years, various celebrities championed the foundation, none more notable than the late actress Betty White, who joined our board of trustees in 1971 and supported us for the rest of her life.
Please help support Morris Animal Foundation. You'll help us develop a healthier tomorrow for animals.
We made many pioneering veterinary advances possible, including work that led to the first vaccines for feline leukemia, canine parvovirus, and Potomac horse fever, just to name a few. In 1986, we established the Mountain Gorilla Veterinary Project in Rwanda to care for endangered eastern mountain gorillas, which resulted in the species population tripling after 30 years. In 2012, we began our most ambitious project to date. You may have heard of it, the Golden Retriever Lifetime Study. Following more than 3,000 golden retrievers throughout their lives, the study aims to identify the nutritional, environmental, lifestyle, and genetic risk factors for cancer and other diseases in dogs. It is the most extensive prospective study ever undertaken in veterinary medicine and will benefit dogs and maybe even humans for decades to come. We then launched our Data Commons, a treasure trove of data and samples from the study, available for other scientists to dig into and expand upon, maximizing the impact of this groundbreaking study. And we respond to emergencies, like the devastating wildfires in Australia in 2020. We quickly established the Australian Wildlife Fund, allocating $1 million for studies to improve the care, rehabilitation, and release of animals impacted by wildfires. All this in 3/4 of a century, and we're just getting started. Currently, we're funding studies that advance senior pet care, looking at nutrition and lifestyle, as well as new tools for early diagnosis and treatment for conditions ranging from cancer to cognitive decline. We are also beginning our hemangiosarcoma initiative, hoping to save countless dogs from this deadly cancer.
Compared with modern methods, you can appreciate the developments which have taken place since 1926. I can assure you that the surface has barely been scratched.
Morris Animal Foundation remains one of the most highly respected animal health organizations in the world. Join us as we bridge science and resources to advance the health of animals for the next 75 years and beyond.